Hello everyone. So now let's talk about what a framework is and how the components like nunit and Jenkins are incorporated with the WebDriver to build a framework. Alright, now what are the requirements when you automate your test cases? If say for example, when you write your test cases with the WebDriver code, say suppose these are the test cases, we have 4 test cases with us. Test case 1, test case 2, third test case and the fourth test case. Now what all you want to do with these test cases? You would want to run these test cases in a batch, that is you would want to execute them in certain order, right? Or you would want to run all these test cases parallelly so that you save on time. Or you would want that when the batch run happens, only the selective test cases should run. That is, it might be after the execution of the test case 1, you want to execute the second test case. And after the execution of the second test case, you want to execute the fourth test case. You want to skip the third test case. And you would want the whole process to be very dynamic. That is, it should be easy for you to optionally run the test cases. Right, and along with it, you would also want to generate the reports in the Excel file or generate the reports in the HTML file. And along with it, you would want certain logs to be generated as well, that what happened at what point of time when the test cases were running. And then along with it, you would also want to generate the screenshots as well of the error messages in the reports. For example, a report like as I show you, this is one example of the extent reports out here. This has got every detail inside it at each and every moment what happened, right? And if there is some error in your reports, then we have also captured the screenshot of the error message as well in the report in the end. Alright, and then you can even see the pie chart representation of your test cases as well, and you can even see the logs as well. So you would also you want the reports to be generated with the screenshots and the logs like this. And along with it, you would also want to email these reports as well in the end to all the team members. Okay, right. And what else you would want? Say suppose also you want that when you are running these test cases, you want that the test data should be run from the Excel file or the XML file or some configuration file. You don't want to hardcode the data in your test cases. The data should be fetched into the test cases from some external file, right? So how can you achieve all this stuff? Now, if we talk about the WebDriver, then WebDriver is only this much. WebDriver will never help you read the data from the Excel file or generate the extent reports. It will not help you. Neither will it help you in running the test cases in certain order or batch running of the test cases. WebDriver commands will only help you to interact with the browser only. No report generation, no batch running, no generation of the screenshots, emailing, nothing in which it will help you. So how to achieve all this stuff? So to do all that we want, we need a certain controller in between. This controller is known as the nunit, which will help us facilitate everything that we want. The report generation, reading the data from some external file, generating the screenshots, everything. Alright, so what nunit does is, it will call the test cases in certain order, call all the test cases in a certain order in which you want, and then will read the data from the Excel files and all everything and pass it over to all the test cases. Will help you generate the logs, reports, screenshots, emailing the reports, reading the data from the Excel files, everything. Okay, so this whole thing is known as the framework. test cases are getting generated, the data is being read from the external files, reports getting generated, you are able to email the reports as well. So this complete thing is known as a framework. All right. Okay, now coming over to the next framework which I told you in the beginning, Jenkins. Now what is a Jenkins? Now Jenkins is a software that allows continuous integration. That is, it helps you in running the immediate build of your test cases at regular intervals of time. That is, you would say you want to run your test cases after a day or after every month, then Jenkins will help you. So how it is all done, will not go much deep into the Jenkins, but Jenkins is also another framework.